Go.
Welcome everybody to the Lakeside
Fantasy
Fantasy
Football
Podcast,
Podcast,
where
where
we
we
don't
don't
have
have
the
the
answers,
answers,
but
but
neither
neither
do the
do
experts.
the experts.
that was
Let's do the
awful.
Pledge of Allegiance next.
Back to school time.
Welcome back, everybody. First week in the books, kind of. We're recording Monday night prior to the Monday night game, so we don't know what happens with Seahawks-Broncos. It's going to be a really good game, though. We're here to talk about, it's a fun game because Russell Wilson's going to be playing his old team.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about just general reactions to the first week, about some winners, some losers, and just hang out for a little bit. So hopefully you guys are into that. We're going to shoot for our 45-minute time limit that we hit every single week. So
Right.
let's get right into it. Let's do it. I'm going to turn my camera on now. Go Pack, go.
Oh, come on,
Go
man.
Pack, go.
Wow.
I've decided every single game that the Packers lose, I'm going to wear this hat. Go Pack, go.
Why?
It's very nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You rubbing it in my face?
I mean, a little bit. We got to keep
Oh,
the show
come on.
entertaining.
What's going on here?
We gotta keep the show entertaining. I have Aaron Rodgers also on my fantasy team, so I'm feeling it too. It's not just you feeling pain. I feel the pain also.
Hey, but you have
That
Justin
cost me week
Jefferson
one.
in one league. I know you do.
Yeah, it balances out, I guess.
Mhm.
How was the week? What's the reactions? How we feeling?
I'm celebrating because I don't have to take hot sauce.
I can't believe
Yeah.
I was right with my Steelers pick. I knew it. Never
that's insane.
never a doubt. Dude, I was watching that game intently because I'm like, I don't really want to do this hot sauce. And that game was atrocious. Like, that was the worst offensive game I've ever seen from the Steelers.
I watched the highlights and I only saw didn't Deontay Johnson have like a really good one-handed catch?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an Air Jordan
that's what I saw. Yes, and that's the only highlight I saw. So
that's
makes
the
sense
only cool play from the entire Steelers offense. Like,
Was that in Was that in overtime too, or was that earlier? That catch.
It was definitely late in the game. I can't remember if it was overtime or not. But the Steelers forced like 6 turnovers, and their offense can't do crap with it. But I don't know. You guys didn't catch the end of that game, did you?
Yeah, I saw it.
No.
It was crazy.
There was like 6 chances for each team to win the game, and
so many
they were
missed
blowing
field
it with
goals.
missed field goals, missed extra point. It was crazy.
Oh, I did hear about that. That is
definitely the top 10 or top 5 craziest games I've seen. Because just like, oh, they missed the field goal. Bengals gonna win now. It's like, oh, Steelers. Or the Bengals missed. Now Steelers are gonna win. And it just kept flip-flopping. I'm like, oh my God, you're playing with me. I was sweating. I'm like, I'm so mad that they got 6 turnovers and they're still gonna lose. That's what I was pissed about. So take away from that game, Steelers offense looked awful, like we assumed. Deontay Johnson, not a crazy game, but PPR got you like 12 points, 10 points.
Najee Harris got injured, but apparently like the most recent report was that it wasn't too serious, and they were even like anticipating having him back for like next week.
That's crazy. It looked scary.
I know he was seen and he was seen in a boot too.
Yeah, like he looked like he was in immense pain, but that's really good news if he's good to go by next week.
That's just the notification I saw on Sleeper, whether that's true or not. But I mean, it has to bode well, at least for like, not a multi-week absence or anything like that.
Yeah. Jamar Chase doing what Jamar Chase does.
T. Higgins got injured.
Yeah, T. Higgins got injured.
So maybe upgrade Tyler Boyd a little bit.
I would upgrade Boyd, and maybe even Hayden Hurst as an option for tight end. Everyone else on the Steelers offense, I just wouldn't care about.
Much for the George Pickens hype train, huh?
Oh yeah,
the 8th round selection.
definitely overhyped. Good player, but just like the opportunity isn't there. I think he got one target in the red zone, so
I mean,
something.
like George, I could be wrong in ADP. I kind of forget, but I feel like wasn't George Pickens being taken above of like Jahan Dotson?
Yes. Yeah.
Like that's complete flip flop now. I feel like.
Yeah. Dotson looking like a good late round pick. I don't. Is he technically like a waiver pick? I don't know how much of leagues own him.
He's like 50% owned, and I think it's going to shoot up now. Yeah.
He should definitely be top option. I feel like for waiver pickup.
I think so. What are the games you guys see? I'm looking at these NFL scores.
I mean, obviously, watch the Packers game. Should we get into that?
What happened? I watched a little bit of that, and it was like Aaron threw an interception. What happened?
Well, like
what's happening? Christian Watson dropping touchdown.
Yeah, the first play, he dropped an easy touchdown in his hands. That was the thing. It was like we knew that Watson could get open, and we know he's like athletic as heck, but he just has butterfingers, and we just saw it. So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where like if he makes that catch, I think Aaron Rodgers would have had a much better game than he did, and also Watson would have had a much better game, and then we'd be talking about Watson being a potential waiver pickup, but it didn't. I'm not going to overreact too much on this game because we have a history of just having poor week 1 showings. So we'll figure it out. I'm not pressing the panic button. Yeah. Lazard didn't even play, and I really think he's going to be the guy for wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers.
I think that most analysts are going to press the panic button and be like, Packers are going to be so bad this year, and like they're going to be like, don't start anyone on the Packers outside of Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon.
They always do. Like, they're going against the Bears, and we know who owns the Bears, so we don't have to press the panic button yet. If they beat the Bears,
we beat the team that beat the Packers in the playoffs. I'm just saying. Coincidence?
Well, that game seems that was just like some weather catastrophe you guys had.
That was very lucky for us. I feel like if that was good weather conditions, we probably would have been much worse. But
oh yeah,
we'll
my guy Elijah Mitchell just hurt
already. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I think he's out for like a long time too.
Like they're talking like months,
4 to 6 weeks,
like 2 months.
Something. 2 months.
Or 4 to 6 weeks.
I blame that. I've seen that dang field, that wet field there.
Yeah, the new Bermuda grass.
Yeah, now they're like I saw what you were saying, 4 to 6 weeks. Now they're saying like as of 3 to 4 hours ago, MCL sprain, missed at least 8 weeks, and another one said out most likely 2 months. So I feel like Jeff Wilson, the guy behind him, is also a priority waiver ad, just because he'll get the starting nod. But I don't think he'll be like 100% start every week kind of guy, just because you have Trey Lance rushing and they're involving Deebo Samuel rushing the ball also. So I feel like you got to curb your expectations, but still like he should be a priority ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And there's also that I forget his name. Tyrion Price. I don't know.
Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, Tyrion Lannister. It was the 3rd round running back that the 49ers drafted. I think he'll come into the equation too.
Probably.
I'm not expecting Jeff Wilson to be a fantasy monster coming in, but it's definitely worth the pickup.
Personally, I'd rather claim Jahan Dotson than Jeff Wilson.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, Carson Wentz. How about Carson Wentz? I mean,
Dude, you got the
Yeah.
Carson Wentz experience. You get 4 touchdowns, you get like 2 interceptions. You get it all. And you win. You don't win.
Yeah.
The Commanders receivers are trending. Like they all did well. Like even Curtis Samuel was hyped up as like a great free agent pickup last year. Now, like he didn't do much last year, but that like the first game didn't he like get the most targets out of all the receivers? I'm pretty sure. I have to fact check that, but he had a good game.
Yeah, he also had rushing. He had got how many yards, but it's another good thing about him. Get some rushing yards.
Yeah, 4 carries, 17 rushing yards, 8 receptions, so good PPR there. 55 yards, touchdown, and he led the entire team in targets with 11 targets.
Wow.
So,
I'd
still pick up Jahan Dotson though, just because like he had 2 touchdowns and he had that game-winning touchdown, which was nice, real nice.
Yeah, I would potentially be, if I have Curtis Samuel, I might be trying to sell high on his performance. I don't think we can expect this to be a consistent stat line for him with Carson Wentz under center. I'm still going to doubt their offense a little bit, but they looked great in their first game. But I don't know if the consistency is going to be there for all those players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the NFC East. I feel like we should just talk about the Cowboys and losing Dak. That like really sucks for them.
Yeah.
Coming from an Eagles
CD Lamb owners, Dak Prescott
so
owners. That's
CD Lamb owner
tough.
over here.
Yeah, even Ezekiel Elliott owners. I mean, like everyone suffers from this injury.
Yeah, I think the like Ezekiel Elliott and like Pollard, I think you can. I mean, they're all going to be affected negatively, but maybe they're the least affected just because they rely a little bit more on the run without Dak Prescott. I don't know what this offense looks like now. I don't know.
It's not going to look great, I don't think. Who do they have as their backup quarterback?
I don't even know.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
Like all the news things that I've been hearing, like surrounding the Cowboys, is like, do the Cowboys go trade for a QB? Like, do they like there's so many rumors flying right now, which makes me think their backup QB situation isn't the best. I don't really know Cooper Rush, honestly.
Apparently, he was just on the practice squad. Like they didn't even have a backup. They just brought him in, kind of because of the COVID rules. You were able to bring a practice squad up.
Sheesh, yeah.
So I don't know how much
right now,
he really knows about the offense.
Yeah, and I mean he's only thrown 3 career touchdowns, 63 completions in his career. So like, I don't know what they're gonna do there.
I mean, I'm not pressing the panic button yet on CD Lamb.
He's getting a lot of targets.
It's not looking good though, and he could be a target for buying low if you want to trade for CD Lamb. I think right now might be his lowest value, getting 4 points and having such a negative outlook for the future.
Yes, so. And especially if they do pull off a trade for like a QB or something. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who they could trade for. I've seen like
Garoppolo. Yeah.
I've seen Garoppolo rumors. Like if they do that, like then and they buy low on CD Lamb, I feel like you'd be like, all right, I'm feeling pretty good,
Yeah, I mean, if the Cowboys get Garoppolo, I mean, CD Lamb's price is going to go up from that.
Yeah. So now would be an ideal buy low, but it's very risky at the same time.
Yeah. Depending what you're giving up. I mean, I think I've seen some people like debating, like, do I trade CD Lamb to get Christian Kirk? Which is just, that's crazy.
I can't do it.
Christian Kirk had a really good game though.
Yeah, he
had over 100 yards. He had like 14 targets or something like that.
He had some really good plays. Like his highlights were really nice. And that was one of our questions, like coming in from preseason, of just like what's Christian Kirk gonna look like in this offense? What's this offense gonna look like? And he looked great. I mean, he passed the eye test first game. The offense seemed to have improved. I'd be sweating as a teen owner or a teen junior owner. I'd be sweating.
Apparently he dropped like an open touchdown or something. He had 2 potential touchdowns that he didn't get, which
I heard
could
something
drastically,
similar.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets those touchdowns, I mean, no one's sweating.
And dude, I'm biased because like I like James Robinson. I added him on waivers in one of our leagues like 2 years ago or whatever, the year he blew up. So I'm biased. But dude, he looks good. James Robinson looks so good. 11 carries, 66 yards, touchdown. He looks so good. And Etienne only got 4 carries. I mean, Etienne looked good too with the carries that he got. He ended up with 47 rushing yards. But
Yeah.
I'd just be worried. Like, I feel like it's shaking up to be more of a split backfield than people were anticipating with the price they were paying for Etienne.
Yeah, it's not looking as good for
wrong.
ETN, like the price you
ETN, there we
pay
go.
for
Thank you.
him. And I mean, something like he had a touchdown, he just dropped it. They were near the goal line, just dropped the ball. Um, so I'm not panicking on him, but it doesn't look good how well James Robinson was running out there.
Yeah,
It would definitely stress me out
yeah,
as an
definitely.
Etienne owner.
Yeah, I'm gonna chalk. I'm gonna go back to Christian Kirk real quick. I just want to chalk up one
Before
point for where I told you so. Not you guys specifically, but just like people listening. It was like one of the first episodes when I was saying like I think Christian Kirk is a great late round pick because he's the wide receiver 1 on that team, and who else is Trevor Lawrence going to throw to? So I picked him up in one of our leagues, and I'm very happy about that. I think he's gonna be pretty good going forward. And then I will chalk one up to I didn't told you so. I told you that Aaron Rodgers was gonna blow up. He didn't.
He said he owns the Vikings. He owns the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean I messed up there. I during that podcast I didn't know Lazard wasn't playing, to my defense, but I don't know if that would have changed much.
What do you guys think of the Thursday night game? Bills Rams. Bills 31, Rams 10. Cooper Kupp looking good. You bought Cooper Kupp. You're not stressing.
Stafford
Good.
acting like he's the only wide receiver out there.
Honestly,
Allen Robinson with like 1 target, I think.
Yeah.
One catch.
You know what? I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna personally apologize for recommending Allen Robinson after this game. I don't know if this is what the offense is gonna look like, but like, how did they not use Allen Robinson? They duped me. I was so surefire. Like, go get yourself some Allen Robinson. It's gonna be great. And now I'm like, oh.
I was also there with you. Like I thought like Allen Robinson was a good kind of mid-round wide receiver to pick up. Though I did say for week 1, I don't know if I trust Allen Lazard that much because it's a new team and all that week 1, a lot of question marks. But I mean, it looked like he was getting open, but
yeah, it seemed like Stafford wasn't even looking.
Yeah, Robinson.
Okay, you said Lazard.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I meant Allen Robinson for everything I just said. But yeah, it seemed like he was getting open, but Stafford was just looking for Cooper Kupp the entire game.
That Bills defense is brutal, though.
Yeah, we said it might be just a must-start defense, no matter who they're going up against. And they're looking like a real good team.
Looking good. Mm-hmm. They're looking real good.
Yeah. Josh Allen, guys, number 1.
Can we just take a minute here and just we told you so, right? Not told you so, but did any of us personally recommend drafting Cam Akers?
No.
I didn't.
There's just too many. See, I was hesitant with ETN and I was hesitant with Cam Akers just because like you don't know what you're getting there. Like you don't know how that backfield's going to shape up, and like the price that you're paying for someone who might not even be starting is just I don't know.
Buying potential always stresses me out. Like it always stresses me out in fantasy. And in both of our leagues, I didn't draft Cam Akers. I didn't draft ETN, but I do have more faith in ETN. But like, man, if you're a Cam Akers like owner, you are so wet. Like you are so wetting. You're in a bad spot. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it. Like I don't. You might just have a wasted pick. Just a nothing. He literally had 0 yards. Do they involve him more in the future? I don't know. Darrell Henderson Jr. looks real good. I'm sure they'll get him more involved than 3 carries, but
I would say, yeah, buy Cam Akers now. I think it slows values right now. I don't think I doubt he's going to have another game where it's just 0 points. He has to be more involved in this offense. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty wasted pick.
I mean, this kind of speaks to the Bills' defense also and containing the entire rushing attack of the Rams. I mean, Darrell Henderson was a top running back, and he averaged 3.6 yards per carry. So like this wasn't an ideal matchup. Obviously, I'd like to see how this offense shakes up in a week or two, see how it's going. But I mean, if I have Cam Akers, I don't think I'm starting next week. I don't know if I have any other option because like that's just too risky. And I hate being in these positions with like these players where you're like, oh, I invested high in this player, but now I have to be in wait and see mode because I don't know. Like I might just get a goose egg again or like 3 points. Like very risky now.
Yeah. I'd like to make another public apology to the New York Giants. We've been
Connor, you have one to Saquon. You have one to Saquon.
Yeah. The Giants surprised a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. I mean, we should all apologize for Derrick Henry. I guess we all thought he was going to be the #1 guy.
Yeah.
I guess.
We should have known it was Hilliard. Like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Saquon. Yes. Looking real nice.
No. Yeah.
It's looking like rookie season Saquon. And late 2nd round pick, I think he was going.
It's so good. So good.
He's not even a player that I would say sell high on. I think you stick with Saquon.
No. You're Saquon, you're happy, you're staying there.
Yeah.
But on the other side, since they played the Titans, we owe an apology for Robert Woods. Like a big apology. He had 1 catch for 13 yards. And we said he's gonna rise. This is a guy.
We said that's criminally underrated.
Criminally underrated. Yeah, sorry about that. It's actually Jontrell Hilliard. Our bad. They look to Treylon Burks more. 5 targets, 55 yards. Kyle Phillips on the Titans actually had the most targets in the team.
Who?
So yeah, I know. Kind of wonky. We'll see how that works out. Sorry about that. We don't have the answers, but neither do the experts.
Yeah, that's right.
Moving on. Anything else crazy? Keep going through scores here. This is fun.
Kansas City
Pittman
just killing.
Pittman killed it.
Wait, who did you say, Connor?
Kansas City just killing the Cardinals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
He's a man.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You guys believing in them going forward? Or
they kind of, I forget what his name was, but that one running back they had behind him. Yeah,
the rookie.
Chico.
Yards.
Yeah, he had some good runs, I think.
12 carries, 62 yards. He outcarried Edwards-Helaire. So that's kind of.
I think he could be a top waiver pick if he's not owned in more than 50% of leagues.
See, now coming into the NFL, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was looked at as like a receiving specialist, like you know, like he would catch the football a lot, right? Like, could be wrong in that. I think that's correct. And maybe they're gonna expand that role for him, especially with the departure of Tyreek Hill, because like. I mean, he only had three targets, but both of his touchdowns were receiving touchdowns. So maybe there's a little bit of added value there, and maybe they're leaning more towards a committee for running the ball. I don't know.
I could definitely see that being the case. Maybe have like a AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones kind of situation. Though AJ Dillon led Packers in receiving yards and rushing yards and touchdowns. So he did what the Aaron Jones role should be. But yeah, if you have AJ Dillon, you're happy. Though I don't know if many people started him.
It's just tough because like there's no way we can go over absolutely everything. Like we're gonna leave out some storylines here for sure.
Absolutely. We didn't really go over Pittman.
That's right. We were just like, yeah. All right, what else?
Matt Ryan looks awful. Pittman looks nice.
Good. Yeah, he was like a top 5 or 10 receiver fantasy wise this week. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pittman was.
Yep. Devontae Adams.
Oh man,
dude,
so good.
I just want to say, I told you guys again, just like Devontae Adams has a talent. I have no doubt that he's gonna eat wherever he goes.
Well, we're on the topic of told you so's, so I'll hop on here too. Did I not bring up Michael Thomas as a sleeper multiple times? Not that it was a huge sleeper, because everyone knew he was coming back. But since we
always stuck with it. I was skeptical. I was always skeptical.
Just saying.
Definitely told me so.
I like just going through the games here. That's good. How about Saints Falcons? Eagles. I'm cool with jumping. Let's do Eagles. Eagles Lions. Yeah. Eagles looking nice. Defense was a little questionable. Not gonna. A little questionable. I mean, we almost gave the game away late. But we pulled out a win. We look like the same kind of team in run first football. And AJ Brown looks so good.
I'm liking what I saw from AJ Brown.
We just put Devontae Smith on the shelf and said, you know what? We don't really need you anymore, but we still like you. But we're good. We have AJ Brown now. Because, oh my God, 155 yards, dude.
First game, 10 receptions.
Oh my God. And you know what's crazy? Like, there was like if you watch the highlights from that game, like Jalen Hurts, there were some real good passes, like very accurate, good passes. Like he was leading AJ Brown down the field for yards after the catch. Real nice. There was one where he was underthrown that I was like, oh no, because it would have like added like 10 to 15 yards onto his total if the ball wasn't like underthrown. But can't complain too much because what a start. 4 different rushing touchdowns. Four different players with rushing touchdowns.
You selling high on Miles Sanders at all, or are you rolling with him?
Rolling with him? I think I'm rolling with him. But like, there's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be this consistent. I like it's with them having this many running backs in the rotation. I think Sanders will be the top guy, and I believe in Sanders' talent. But I think there's gonna be games where Gainwell just gets like 2 touchdowns, or Gainwell gets a touchdown, Hurts gets a touchdown, and Miles Sanders doesn't. But I think they're looking at Sanders as that top option. Just looking at carry wise, like Sanders got 13 touches, Gainwell got 5, Scott got 4. Not super encouraging, but you have to know Jalen Hurts is there, and that's the reason because Jalen Hurts ran 17 times. So I wouldn't hate the sell high move, but me personally, I would stick with it just because like I think we're gonna be a top 5 team rushing the football this year. Maybe the Tots I like to take, but we were like a top 3 rushing team last year. I'm pretty sure. We have an awesome offensive line. I would. Maybe it's an overreaction, but I'd stick with it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate either move, selling high or sticking with them. Definitely liking Jalen Hurts as a fantasy quarterback.
I'm feeling like 10 fantasy finish for Hurts, and that's like a conservative estimate. He didn't even throw a touch. He didn't even throw a touchdown. Like, he didn't throw a touchdown. He didn't need to. He still got like 30 fantasy points or something. Insane.
Yeah, 25, I think.
Yeah. Can't be mad there. It's the Lions, you know.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He looked real good.
He's looking good.
He's looking like top
DeAndre Swift.
Oh, DeAndre Swift is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, DeAndre Swift is looking nice.
I wasn't as high on DeAndre Swift coming into this season just because it was the Lions, but like I'm a believer. I'm a believer now. He looked so good, and he looked good last year too. But like, he had some real good moves. Like, he had this like crazy spin move to get out of a tackle where he just did a full. It's like long runs.
Yeah.
Jumping back to that Falcons Saints game, obviously Michael Thomas had some touchdowns, which is cool. But Cordero Patterson, 22 carries, 120 yards, touchdown. Man, if I was a Cordero Patterson owner, I'd be so hyped. Yeah. Like, Tyler Algier didn't even get a touch.
Yeah, I think he was out actually. He's coming back week 2, so I think some people are like, not too excited for his future. Since a rookie will start, taking some carries away. But I mean, you like what you see with Cordero. I mean, I really like him. Like, he could be like a receiving back too. Like, because I think they really want to include him like in the offense heavily. Like,
I do too.
He's just so talented.
Would you keep or sell high, Connor?
I feel like I should say sell high, but I really want to keep. Not that I have him in any leagues, but
I'm saying keep personally. I would keep.
I'd like to apologize. My ageism got in the way. I told everyone to stay away from him. He's too old. He can't do it anymore. I'm selling high. My ageism.
I don't blame you. Like, who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, sell him for some more reliable player, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think. You could definitely get CeeDee Lamb for him, I feel like.
There you go. Okay, yeah, I'll take CeeDee Lamb for Cordero Patterson. I would do that. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't. Like, if we had a crystal ball and we knew what we were talking about, you'd be like, what? Drake London looked good. Jarvis Landry looked real good. 114 receiving yards. Oh yeah, led the team in targets over Chris Olave.
Yeah. Are we pressing the panic button on Alvin Kamara?
He'll have escapes.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts, another panic button.
Maybe.
I don't think you're
third round. I'd be hitting the panic button.
I don't think you're gonna get round 3 production out of him.
Kind of told you so, Matt. You kind of were like, babe, cool it with Pitts.
Yeah, I really was confused why he was going that high. That's why sometimes in some of our mock drafts I took Kittle ahead of Pitts. I don't know. Kittle was hurt, so we didn't see anything, but still liking Kittle more than Pitts for this season. I mean, Trey Lance, it was just like a really messy game because of the weather. So
yeah, I'm not panicking on
too many assumptions. Yeah. But
Taysom Hill had some good plays in that Falcons Saints game.
He's listed as a tight end, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, that's so. They're gonna change that. I feel like they're gonna change that. If they don't,
I think on the Saints depth chart he's listed as a tight end.
If they don't, I feel like that's a pretty good pickup, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tight end.
I
He's
mean,
pretty
this
risky
was an
though. I don't know.
It's risky, but it's tight end.
this was an awful week for tight ends. Name one tight end who had a good game besides Travis Kelce.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Andrews had like 70 or 80 yards or something, but it wasn't like crazy. It was like there was any touchdowns really.
Didn't OJ Howard just
Yeah,
go off?
OJ
Oh
Howard
yeah, OJ Howard.
is the only other one. I think he was tight end 2 this week. But literally every tight end kind of busted this week. So Taysom Hill might be an option.
Yeah. Think didn't didn't Jameis go down too? Did he get injured?
Jameis Winston?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I didn't hear that.
Thought I saw that. Oh no. It's looking on Sleeper now and doesn't say anything, so.
I see active on ESPN. Maybe it's an injury scare.
Hey, I was thinking of someone else.
Bears, Niners. We kind of already talked about it. People are hitting panic button on Trey Lance, I think.
But I'm saying like the weather, I think was making everything just so much harder that I'm not going to come to any conclusions yet for either of those teams. I mean, Darnell Mooney had 1 catch.
Yeah. And I think that like if you're a Trey Lance owner, you got to be encouraged. He led the team in rushing attempts. You know that those well for fantasy success in quarterbacks for sure. And I wouldn't. Maybe I'd give it a week before I would start him, like just to see it. He's one of those players I'd want to see it for a week personally.
Yeah, Debo salvaged his fantasy week with that 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Still wasn't that great of a game for him, but
yeah, that was a nice play though. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Bears coming up on 45 minutes.
Mike Evans still being consistent.
Mike Evans is is Mike Evans the most consistent fantasy player in all of fantasy?
In terms of like season stats, I feel like
season wise.
But like, yeah, he could be up and down with his games.
I think Julio's a waiver ad because Godwin's hurt.
Yeah, Julio's a big waiver ad, I think.
Yeah. That really sucks. Godwin got hurt, and it wasn't even the same injury. Like it was like a knee injury that he was like coming back from, and I forget what did he tweak his like calf or his
hamstring,
hamstring or something. Yeah, like that's. If you're a Fournette owner, hey, sorry guys, I feel like we owe an apology.
Yeah.
Fournette looked real good. Looked real good. 21 carries. Yeah. Rashad White only got 6. Our bad.
Fournette's gonna probably do pretty well this season.
Yeah, probably.
Tom Brady didn't look amazing.
Brady's sick. Yeah, no, not really.
It's pretty weak performance.
Yeah. I'm not super concerned, but like we'll put a pin in this because I did say like I had Tom Brady in like S tier, I think, for quarterback. S or A, so I might owe you an apology, but I'm gonna wait a week or 2 before I give it to you.
Well, I'm not gonna wait a week to say I told you so.
Yeah, I bought all in all my leagues. I got Tom Brady, and I'm feeling
Don't worry, Connor. Just wait a week.
Yeah.
Just wait a week.
I think I was thinking the same thing last year. I took Josh Allen over Kyler Murray, and I was like, oh no, I made a mistake. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're rolling.
Tyreek Hill looking good.
I was going to say, Patriots, Dolphins, Tyreek Hill. And you know what? I went with our rankings. I stuck to my guns, and I drafted Tyreek Hill over CeeDee Lamb this year in our redraft league, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good.
Already winning there.
Yeah. But yeah, Tyreek Hill, man, he had some good plays, and Waddle had a good play too. He had like that long touchdown catch. That was like, I think it was like up the middle. That was a nice play.
Dolphins.
looks pretty good. Dolphins
Yeah.
kind of a sleeping team. They didn't have
I
anything
think
going rushing wise though.
Nah, not really. But I think they're going to be a pretty good offensive team. Good
I
for
think Chase
fantasy.
Edmonds is going to be the top guy there rushing though. Just looking at their split carry wise from this game because he had 12 and the next closest was Raheem Mostert 5. So I even though Chase Edmonds had a bad game, it might still kind of bode well. Like Chase Edmonds might be the guy, and this might just be an outlier in terms of performance, but
Yeah.
he's a wait and see kind of player for me too. Sorry about Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, he was the second leading rusher, but he only ended up 25 yards.
So
Patriots running backs
they have like a 3-head committee. I think there's 3 running backs in that backfield. I forget who the third guy is, but I think they're all like splitting carries with each other.
I see Damian Harris is 9, Ramondre Stevenson 8, and then it's like Jacoby Myers got 1 and Ty Montgomery got 2.
Okay, never mind. Maybe so it was like snaps played or something.
Maybe.
I thought it was Ty Montgomery. I thought he saw the field a good amount.
He got a touchdown. He had 3 receptions, 4 targets, receiving touchdown.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, that was the only touchdown of the game for the Patriots.
So I'm kind of staying away from Patriots running backs.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing for saying Jacoby Myers was the safest 12th round pick or 13th round pick, whatever you're saying, because he did lead the team in targets. So I'm not apologizing for that. You got a wide receiver 1 in the 13th round. I don't care. Yeah. Feeling pretty good about that.
Oh,
we're hitting 45 right about now.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Dameon Pierce, not the starter, it seems like.
Yeah, what is that?
I think Rex Burkhead's going to be the starter, and I think people refuse to believe
it. They're trolling. The Texans are trolling. Someone within the Texans I saw on Sleeper, they were like hyping it up like Dameon Pierce is the guy. He's the starter. He's the guy. They were hyping it up like he was going to get like 20-some carries. I don't know. I was slightly buying into it, but
yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens there.
You're going to see Brandon Cooks, aren't you?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks being reliable. Brandon Cooks, I mean,
second most reliable fantasy player behind Mike Evans, season-wise. 12 targets, led the team in targets, 82 yards. He's just Mr. Consistent. Pittman, we already talked about.
Yeah,
killing it. Great plays.
Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I don't think he was doing much for like half the game, and then when the Colts were just like losing by so much, they're like, wait, we should run it with Jonathan Taylor, and then he just ran all over them.
He got 31 carries, so you got to do something with that.
He's incredible. He had so many good plays too.
Yeah, we said he was the safest first pick overall. Christian McCaffrey, he didn't. I mean, it was okay. I felt like the Panthers didn't really give him the ball that much, which I'm confused on why that was.
Swap it over. Now we're talking Browns Panthers. Let me see the stat line. Yeah, salvaged by a touchdown and some receiving work. Yeah, I'm still sitting tight with our top 3 of Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and Jonathan Taylor. No particular order now, but I'm still cool with that top 3. I think that we'll see how these offenses get going, but if I had Chris McCaffrey, I wouldn't be like, I don't know. They still want to use him. They're giving him targets. They're giving him carries. He led the team in carries.
And yeah, he looked good in what he got. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't think there should be any kind of injury risk that people were expecting.
Yeah, hopefully. Hot tamale take. Nick Chubb, top 5 running back season. That's a super hot tamale take. I don't necessarily believe that because it's the Browns, but he had a good game, man. That's kind of an overreaction to a real good game because he had 22 carries, 141 rushing yards. Nick Chubb's so good. He's so good.
Kareem Hunt, though, he's the one who
he took
got
two
the 2
touchdowns.
I know.
But like we've always been saying this, I feel like, where like you could potentially start both those players any given week. Like it seems like they both are able to eat.
Yep. Told you so about Amari Cooper, though.
Yep.
We didn't. None of us recommended Amari Cooper. He ended with 17 yards. Yikes. I can see this offense just running through Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
I think so.
With Amari Cooper just kind of like sprinkled in. David Njoku, you franchise tag him. Give him more than one catch. Get him more than one target in the game. I don't understand why they don't use David Njoku. He seems so athletic. Don't use him. I don't know. Robbie Anderson, though, he's going to be a hot waiver pickup. 102 yards, led the team in targets and a touchdown. DJ Moore, where you at? He'll have good games, I feel like.
Yeah, you could buy low on DJ Moore, I feel like. I would like to. Yeah. Do we want to hop over to Chargers? And, I mean, we kind of already talked about the Raiders with Devontae Adams, but Chargers,
that's it.
I think Keenan Allen, he got hurt.
Keenan Allen's hurt, yeah.
That's huge news.
He's not anticipating playing next week. I don't know the severity of that injury, but people were saying like Joshua Palmer could be a potential, or what's his name? Joshua Palmer could be a potential waiver wire ad, because I think he had some decent games like last year.
Yeah,
I would. Wrong looking. But...
I would also try to add Gerald Everett, the tight end.
Yeah, give him a game.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Williams, I mean, he should be an upgrade with Keenan Allen out.
Yeah, for sure.
Even
though he was a no-show.
Yeah, but I mean, he might be a player to buy low on.
I would think so.
Unless, Connor, you don't believe in Mike Williams at all after this week.
No, I do. I'm just a little salty from this week since I have him. But I think he'll be fine. It was just kind of concerning how much Herbert was spreading the ball.
That's what I was going to say. They spread this ball so much. So there's so many players that have 4 targets. No one had more than 4 targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players with 4 targets. Eckler didn't have bad. Well, he had a decent. I mean, he had like 70-some total yards from scrimmage. I wouldn't be super happy if I was an Eckler owner, but I wouldn't be like panicking.
Yeah, just a down game. It seems like he's getting the bulk of the carries, so should be fine.
Zamir White didn't even get a carry. I know there was Josh Jacobs did like okay, not really much.
Yeah.
I mean, he totally was like the lead back, but he didn't get a lot of yards. He had 57 yards.
Yeah.
It was just a Devontae Adams show. That's what it was. And Darren Waller had a decent game.
Yeah, I think Darren Waller was like wide open one play, but Derek Carr just threw an awful pass. So like Darren Waller still getting targets. I think that's a good sign.
He's a top 5 tight end, and that's not a hot take whatsoever.
And you're feeling pretty good because like in many leagues he was falling in the draft, so to get him and seeing he's playing well, so feeling pretty good if you own him.
I'd rather have Waller than Pitts at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Ravens Jets. We didn't really talk about that one, but man, Rashad Bateman looked good. You see that long touchdown he had? Did anyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
You saw that highlight?
It's very nice.
He only had 2 catches that game.
Yeah, he only had 2 catches, but that was a nice play.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, I thought that he was going to be taking over Marquise Brown's role. I don't know if you guys remember last year, but literally every game, Marquise Brown caught like a 50-yard touchdown from Lamar Jackson. It was literally every single game. Like that was consistent. Yeah. I'm like, I've been saying Rashad Bateman, I think, is going to take over that role. And there's his 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Guy, people might be picking up on the waiver wire. Devin Duvernay.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
Could be a number 3 target for Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyon Drake led that backfield, which was kind of surprising because I know I was kind of the mindset that it would be like Mike Davis.
Yeah, I also thought it was going to be Mike Davis, but
yeah,
I'm not going to apologize too much on that.
Okay, I like that. Breece Hall owner, like, how would you be feeling? I think, Matt, you had Breece Hall in one league. Like, how are you feeling? Like, he had like 10 targets, like for receiving the football and 6 carries, but Michael Carter did more with his touches.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's like weird.
If you spent like a 4th round pick on Breece Hall, I mean, you'd probably be sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I said for like our week 1 rankings that I think it's going to be a split backfield, so I wasn't really comfortable starting Michael Carter or Breece Hall really. But I suspect Breece Hall to get a heavier workload as the season goes on.
I can see that for sure. Philo?
Yeah, you could.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, if I had Breece Hall, I would hold on to him, but you might be able to buy low on people panicking.
I think we went through every game.
It looks
and
like
the Broncos Seahawks. So we're gonna do a live podcast of our reaction to the game. Rashad Penny has 2 carries at the moment for 4 yards. Only player receiving carries. So buy low right now, right this very second. You have to buy low on Rashad Penny.
It's like Will Dissly caught a
Disley's
touchdown.
got a touchdown.
Yeah. Get him off waivers.
There you go. Will Dissly. I'm sure. I feel like we went through everyone. I feel like we're still missing like someone who had like a bad game, but we went through everything. I went through every game, stat wise here. Oh, another popular. We didn't really talk. Like we talked about. So backing up to the Giants Titans, we talked about Saquon like having a great game, but we didn't really talk about. And you apologize to the Giants, but we didn't really talk about how. I don't think we did about Sterling Shepard having a pretty good game. He only had 2 catches, but he has 71 yards and a touchdown. I feel like he could be a popular like waiver ad, especially with Kadarius Toney. He might be someone I'm gonna apologize about. Like I'll give it a week maybe, but like they didn't use him. They didn't target him. They gave him 2 carries in the backfield. I'm sweating a little bit as Kadarius Toney like owner in the one league, honestly, because like he didn't look happy. Like there was a video of him just pacing up and down the field while the game was going on, and they just like weren't using him really. Like I'm gonna look up his snap percentage right now because I'm curious, but he didn't look pleased.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
He ran the ball twice and got 23 yards. I mean,
that's what. Listen to the snap percentage, 12%.
I don't know what's going on.
Why? Why? I mean, in the game,
maybe another Brandon Ayuk situation.
Maybe because like in basically every game last year, he was getting at least 50% of the snaps when he was playing. Almost. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I don't know. He's a dude that's just flashed so much potential, and to just not even use him whatsoever, I don't know what that's about. But I'm sweating. I'm truthfully sweating.
Yeah, I could see people like actually like dropping him to pick up someone off the waivers. So if I see that, I mean, I'd probably pick him up.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not a good outlook from that game.
Would you rather have Kadarius Toney or Jahan Dotson? Just asking. No implications for our league at all.
I mean, right now it's looking like Dotson
Like
because
Dotson.
they are actually
Looking like
using him.
Dotson. Looking like Dotson. Yeah, I think we went through every game here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we didn't brush over too much. Miss anything crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was rapid fire. I felt like we were going pretty fast.
That was
And we're
rapid fire.
still over 45 minutes.
It's crazy. And we're supposed to give our takes on like what's gonna happen next week too.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Uh,
but I mean, if we can call it there if we want, because I feel like if we try to go through every player again for like outlooks for next season, it would be another hour.
Yeah. How about this? Let's do this. Just some general advice after week 1. What are your guys' strategies? So like, are you like a trade hunter right now? Like after week 1, trying to take advantage of people that are like overreacting? Do you sit tight with your players? Are you one to like kind of overreact to players? Like I guess you wouldn't consider yourself overreacting, but like what's your strategy after week 1? Because I'm curious.
I think for me, I'm not overreacting. You know, I think I'm sticking to my guys. Like I know that I really liked them coming into the season, and it's just week 1. Kind of seemed like there was a lot of sloppy play, and maybe they're just settling in. So yeah, I'm sticking with my guys.
I'm also one to never overreact on something, and I'm also the guy to be looking for the people who are overreacting on some players. So I'm absolutely going out there trying to get some trades for guys who didn't have the best of games week 1.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
makes
think
sense.
there's I'm definitely not an overreactor. But I agree that like there's some mega good like buy low candidates. I think especially after week 1, even like week 1, week 2. Uh, but I would recommend hunting some of these players down. Like we talked about CD Lamb, that'd be awesome. Like if anyone could get CD Lamb for as a buy low candidate, that'd be pretty. I'd feel pretty good. Um, but yeah, I'm not one to usually like aggressively try to trade my players. Maybe it's just the inherent bias of like I drafted this guy. I have this bias that they're gonna do well. They're going to. I'm not gonna overreact to this. And I think a lot of people do that, but it's always fun to try to hunt for the trades after week 1, for sure. And there's some serious value that can be had there.
Yeah, hopefully next episode I would have completed a trade or two. Let you guys know what I got.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a good format though for our first our week podcast. If we try to do this each week, like react to each game, talk about the general news headlines, and go from there.
Yeah, and like just randomly bringing up like some players that we like for waivers, rather than just like having a dedicated segment to waiver pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like every week there's gonna be like that top like 5 waiver pool, and outside of that, it's kind of dark throwy. So like I like just bringing up who we kind of like, rather than dedicating a whole like huge segment to it.
Yeah, me too.
Anything else we want to add? Stick to your guns, guys. Stick to your guns. Stay strong. It's just week 1. You got an L. It's just week 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add. I think we got everyone.
Cool. All right. I guess that'll wrap it up for first week of the NFL season for our podcast. I don't even know what episode number we're on. We stopped announcing that. I don't even know. Is it 7, 8, 6?
I was thinking 7.
Yeah, I think so.
7.
Lucky number 7.
Number 7. Yes, lucky number 7. Oh man.
But yeah, good luck everyone in week 2.
Oh wait a minute! No! We're not done here.
Oh, we're not done here.
Which game you gonna call? Which game you calling for this hot sauce challenge?
Dude, I'm doing this every week, man.
I gotta do it every week. This is how we get the viewers.
But is it I have to make it a hot tamale take?
Hot tamale take.
What do I get when I win?
You don't have to do the hot sauce. You don't have to do the hot sauce. You go on some like crazy streak and like what if you're like never wrong? That'd be like legendary. It'd be awesome.
Okay, well, let me just look at some week 2 matchups real quick. Oh, I'll see if there's any hot tamale takes.
Hot tamale takes.
All right. Tamale take. Cowboys beat the Bengals.
No! Why? Oh
I hate
God.
the Bengals, man. No, I don't have any ill feelings towards the Bengals, but for some reason I just like taking on them.
On ESPN, it says tickets as low as $28 to this Cowboys-Bengals game in Dallas. Why? Are people really that out on the Cowboys? They won't even go see a game for more than $30?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see like Joe Burrow and like Jamar Chase. I mean, I think that'd be worth it, but.
You know, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in on this. I don't have any hot sauce here, but I'm gonna pick one also. Hot tamale take. Tamale take. Oh man. We need some intermission music or something while I figure out my hot tamale take. I don't even know like. I'm gonna say hot tamale take. Falcons over Rams. Rams go 0-2. Hot tamale take. But I don't have any hot sauce on the line. I don't have any here, so I don't have to worry about that.
I'll mail you some.
Okay. I don't believe it though. Cordero Patterson, two touchdowns, 100 yards, hot tamale take, runs all over the Rams. Rams hitting the panic button. Cooper Kupp gets 15 targets, and they forget anyone else is on the team.
Hot tamale take. Allen Robinson gets at least 2 targets.
Gets at least 2 targets. Hot tamale take. You want to do one, Connor?
Yeah.
It's a fun way to end
it. There's definitely one that I really want to make. I think you could guess what that would be.
Oh, do it. Yeah.
The Bears over Packers.
Oh yeah.
Hot tamale take.
That's a super hot tamale take.
That is.
I'll take hot sauce if you're right on that.
Yes.
All
there
right.
it is.
There we go.
Hot sauce on the line. I'm writing this down. And like we have no way of knowing which hot sauce you pull out of the fridge. Also, you can pull out of one and be like, "This is the 10."
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I can't. I need like
I
20
gotta turn
minutes.
off the camera. I gotta turn off the
Yeah.
camera.
Just random pick which hot sauce you get.
Yeah, I'll do a blindfold pick.
But we're talking about the hot ones, hot sauces that we got to try out.
Yep, it's 8 or 10 hot sauces, ranging from mild to you want to kill yourself hot. So definitely don't want to take that. I took it once and I'm like, I never want to do this again. All right, got our hot tamale takes in.
I think that'd be fun. That'd be cool to end each episode with a
I,
hot tamale take we don't necessarily believe, but you know.
no, I believed in the Steelers beating the Bengals. I'm believing in the Cowboys beating the Bengals.
All right, then I believe the Falcons are beating the Rams. We're going all in, I
Yeah.
guess. Going all in.
But yeah, good luck, everybody, for week 2.
And
Hopefully.
go Pack, go. We got some hot sauce on the line. I want to wear this hat next week. I want to wear this hat.
I hope he's not wearing the hat next week. I might be done watching football if that happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. This has been the Lakeside Fantasy Podcast, where sometimes we do have the answers, it seems like.
Sometimes.
But sometimes we also don't have the
answers. Yeah.
And we'll tell you and admit to it, you know?
Yeah, well,
we'll
own
we're
up
fully
to our
transparent
mistakes.
here.
Yep.
We're not afraid.
Yep.
But,
I think we're hitting more than we're missing, though.
yeah.
I do think we're hitting more than we're missing.
Over 50%, I think.
I think so. That's a good shooter in the NBA.
It is. That's really good. It's like center field goal percentage.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have the answers, but neither do the experts. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Catch you next week.
See ya.